to see you. Oh yeah, look at that powerful smile. That's how she gets her
Hey,
working. Good to see you. Come on, tell us, give us some good news today. Tell us what we need to know about your product and what you're doing.
well, okay. Hi, everybody. You know,
Hello.
Mondays is a long, long day for me, but nonetheless, I stayed on and listened, and I was very encouraged by a lot of what I've heard from all of these fellow entrepreneurs here today. Today, I guess we'll talk about my portion of my real estate business that addresses renters. Over the weekend, I had the pleasure of meeting with a new potential client in the midst of all the chaos that was Parade of Homes this weekend for me. And what I want people to understand is that today the rental market is just as competitive, if not more competitive, than the actual home buying market. Mostly because of two things. First and foremost, credit. People feel as though that they can't buy a house with a 550 credit score. You can, you just are going to pay more for it. So just getting education out there to people that it's possible, because that's what I do. I'm making your dream possible, and it may take us through a few obstacles to get there, but it's my job to coach you through the process and get you there. The second thing is just access to resources. Um, I take on tenants where a lot of other realtors don't in this market because there's no pay in it, technically speaking. If I was up north in New Jersey, where I'm from, technically speaking, the standard for any agent that is helping a tenant as far as representing them will be equal to what a month's worth of the rent will be. Here, this market is not that way. So I take clients that people won't, because I feel as though we all need representation. I've walked into some homes that people are advertising and they just are not up to standard, and people are forced to take them because they have nowhere else to go and it fits their budget. So I'm here just to help alleviate that. And then on the back end, it gives me at least 12 months to educate them properly, get them to my credit people, to get them to my mortgage lender, to put them in position to be able to buy a year later, get them with Donna so they can get their finances in check. These are the things that I'm looking to do with my business, to take renters from being renters to being homeowners. And that's my spiel for the night.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I mean, Kia, I'm getting you that way. I mean, because when you're looking at your customers, you're saying, I'm not looking, even if I'll work with them now, but if I have to, I'll beat them into shape for later.
Exactly. It's really critical that we look at the people that we get as a whole person. On the surface of things, yes, technically speaking, we're probably having a dialogue because you have a housing issue, but I'm not here just to address your housing issue. Let's just think about this group of people that's here. Now, how many of y'all gonna give me a referral?
I'm feeling you, Kia. I give you a referral.
Here's the thing. If I know anyone that needs your services, and you probably wouldn't even know I sent them, because I'm not gonna be the person, hey, make sure you tell them. No, I'm just gonna send them over because I want them to be in a better position, and you guys possess what I don't. Your areas of expertise are not areas where I have an expertise. So I'm going to push them to you because you're the expert. So that's why I make networking such a priority in my business, because I'm a connector of people. I've read some books. The Go Giver and Raving Fans are the top two that come to mind. And I understand that those are my passions. My passion is to give correctly, meaning I need to understand what I can and cannot do. And when I can't, to get them to the right people. I.e. all of you.
That's
all
awesome.
Of you.
That's awesome, Kia.
Can I add something to
that? Sure.
See, what she's doing is she's adopting unwanted children and teaching them the responsibilities of what they need to go out and have what they don't have. and
Right.
teaching them how to do that. And because of that, she's doing more than many people do. She's not just selling a product or a product. She's selling a life to
Yeah.
an individual.
Exactly.
She's selling
Because
something that now they can own as opposed to just be a renter. Because if you have a renter's think the way a lot of renters think, it's not mine. So I may or may not have to take care of things with it. But when a person owns something, their approach is totally different. So they're going from infancy to adulthood in owning property and everything. That's awesome. That's an awesome.
that is awesome. It reminds me of the place in Trading Places, Eddie Murphy movie, Trading
Yeah,
Places,
yeah,
where the rich guy gives him this huge house and property, and in one instance he's thinking to go in and to take everything out of it that he
right.
thinks he can sell, but in the blink of an eye, he starts to, this is mine, this is really mine.
Yeah,
I need to protect this. I need to keep it. I need to put it in its right place. He
Mhm.
becomes an owner. And all of a sudden, it's not about getting the quick, fix or the quick turn. It's about maturity and
Maturity.
long-term growth and ownership. And so that 12 months, Kia, you're
Awesome.
taking them from,
That's good.
renting to real ownership.
Yeah,
Big deal. I got to give you kudos for that.
it
So
is.
yeah, in answer
That's
to your
awesome.
question, I will send a referral your way.
I
You
will
know,
too.
so yeah. So in fact, we need to set up some time. You're so busy. I don't even know if I can get on your schedule.
You know, I took a mental health morning.
Okay.
Donna, you didn't get no Treehouse Chronicles today because I slept until 10:30 or so. I did not get out the bed before that because I had a busy weekend. Um, I'm always doing a side hustle. So I had a whole bunch of side hustling to do this weekend, and it all caught up to me today. So I'm playing catch up.
No, we understand. And Nakia,
Yeah.
we're gonna have some special roles for you coming up because you're adding really incredible value. And when it comes to ownership and getting ready for ownership, and my sister made a comment to me recently, and I had to argue with her. She said, owning a bigger house takes less work than a smaller one. Now, I don't know or I completely agree with her, but it made me think. It takes proper planning, proper awareness. You go in a room. I mean, can you imagine 15 rooms in a house? I mean, some rooms you won't walk in 2 or 3 days. I mean, but you know what's in there. But I don't know. But it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. So as you get older, in our minds, we need to know I put something someplace, I left it there, and it's okay being there. Okay, so my wife tells me time. So I'll give it to you, darling. What do you want? What do you need? What do you need?
We need to get Donna on camera. Donna, we have to record you for your assignment. So we just wanted to do an intro
Here.
video.
Mute.